Hi, my name's Danny, and I play Clash of Clans sometimes. So, thank you very much. Sneak peek number 4. So, I'm going to split this into 3 sections. So, there is stuff that Supercell have listened to the community, and they're tweaking as a result. So, they're making it easier for us and lighter for us. There's stuff that's just been announced, and it's my opinions, and I want to give you my balanced opinion. So, I've got to say, over all of this, right, is I've known these guys for 3 years now. I've socialised with them. I understand how they think, and the truth is that the same team, by and large, that are developing Clash now, are the team that developed Clash when it first came out. They understand Clash of Clans better than I do. In fact, they understand. I'll wager to say they understand Clash of Clans even better than you do, because they're seeing the numbers underneath. They not only play the game passionately, and they understand game metrics of other games as well. They also see the data, and I know the data scientist really well. He's a very, very, very smart guy. So the balances and the tweaks that they make are calculated to make the game better. It's not there to make more money. I know you won't agree with this. Some of you won't agree with this. It's not. What the whole idea of Supercell is to make great games, and people will play, and because there's lots of people playing them, farmers buy gems as well, don't you know? So there's 2 things that they've listened. So first of all, there's 2 things that they've listened to the community about, and that they've changed today. This is breaking news. So before, no shield would be given to an attacker unless the attacker doesn't deploys more than half or more of his or her troops. That's now a third, because the problem would have been if somebody attacked a town, town hall 10 attacks town hall 7, finds a town hall 7. That's less likely now. Finds a town hall 7, 3 stars in, but only deploys 49% of the troop capacity. And it would be unfair. Things like Super Queen. So that's now a third. It's not a half, it's a third. The second thing is that, before Champion League got 15 minutes free village guard, that's now going to be 30 minutes. Okay, so the exclusive sneak peeks that are coming out, I think these are really going to help. So all trap rearm costs are going to be massively reduced. And when they say massively, it is actually massively. It's 75% down, or thereabouts. That the numbers may tweak a little bit, but pretty much 75%. The Expo reload cost has been reduced by 70%. And the time until you can be attacked after going offline has increased from 1 minute to 5 minutes. So when you sort of just go offline a bit, and then you manage to grab it quickly, and you're still online, you haven't been attacked. That's because the game is kind of trying to be kind to you, because they know that connections can break, etc. Now that's going up to 5 minutes. Now, if you play that well, you can go and make that sandwich, or you can go and have that shower or whatever, and not even use the village guard. So that's going to really, really help. So I'm going to give you my opinions. So I think something needed to be done about the fact that town halls give a free shield for farmers. What it means is that everyone's hiding their hordes of loot, and it means that we have to nexting more increased costs. It means that it's boring, and if it works, this should mean that people's loot is available. Now, I know that's a problem that is really difficult to solve, because it's fundamental to the way that farmers work. The other thing I absolutely agree with is that for trophy pushers, if they want people to go up north to high champions and titans, you really have to make it acceptable, because not everybody wants to sit there with 10 iPads 24 hours a day. It's just crazy. People were just sitting in the clouds for 2 hours, making up what they could lose when they go offline, and gaining maybe 1 or 2, 5 or 10 trophies, and just really sort of banking on the whales. It's really, really not nice to do, and it's not the sort of fun thing. And if you're gonna get like 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 like hardcore core players doing it, that's okay. But if you want thousands of people who've got lives doing it, it's not sustainable. So that needs to be solved. So I think fundamentally that's a good idea, but I think there are 2 problems that I see, and I'm going to try and be constructive about these, because the way that you influence Supercell is you are constructive, and you have evidence to prove that this good idea is a good idea. So the first one is, I think from a farming's all about efficiency, and if I'm going to be in terms of the loot bonus, so I'm one of those farmers who farms for loot bonus, because I'm not, farming in champion and I'm farming in masters possibly. So the loot bonus is most of my money, and it's all about efficiency. And what I want is, if I'm going to do, use the most efficient army, which is Barch, and I'm going to get less of a return on the loot bonus, that can't be good for me. Okay, so I think, it's, for me, I'm gaining 2.8 million resources if I'm boosting, which I rarely boost actually, but I have been boosting recently. If it's now going to be 2.5 million for the bonuses, that's not a good thing for me. The second thing is around complexity. So the beauty of the game has always been that it's been very, very, very simple. An 11-year-old, and I've actually met some 11-year-olds in fan meetups, but an 11-year-old actually can grasp it immediately. And what they then do with it is they mould it to their own way of play. So you have defenseless bases, you have bases with people, clans with people that just raid with goblins and all that sort of stuff. And it's really accessible, and because it's really simple, it means that people can be creative like that. And I think by increasing a lot of complexity, you're going to be narrowing the field of what you can do. You're either a cut pusher or you're a farmer, and there's not much in between. It's kind of limiting creativity, and that to me, I think should probably be considered. Now, that being said, the problems needed to be solved, and is the right thing to do to solve the problem of cups and also farming by making the changes across the board pretty much. There's slight tweaks for village guards if you're really high and so on and so forth. And I don't think so. I think there should probably be there's really two forms of the game now. There's those people that are in champion and above, and there are those people below champion. And there should be different rules that apply to solve what is a similar but fundamentally different problem around town halls out. And I think more focus should be put on those different rules. What those different rules are, I don't know. But I just think trying to crack the same two different problems with the same hammer, you're going to get mediocre results. So that being said, it needed to be done, and and it's going to make the game more interesting. That's for sure. So anyway, I wanted to let guys know. Also, I've read a lot in the comments that the YouTubers are being paid by Supercell, and we're biased in some way. Well, you know what? There is a bias in that I know them really well. I also know what's in the entirety of the update. Of course, I'm legally prevented from talking about it until they talk about it. So when people get upset and rage and say that farming is dead, I don't honestly think it is dead. And whether or not you believe that is completely up to you. But it really is not because I'm receiving any money from Supercell to say that, because I can guarantee you every single YouTuber in the in the sort of privacy club, if you like, who get early access, is not receiving money from Supercell. And you know what, if people like Chief Pat, who gives up 3 months of his life to go around and do live streaming, I think the least that Supercell could do is give him a free meal and a free flight over there, because he doesn't get paid for that either. So we do this because we love the community. You're going to have to trust me on this one. Anyway, rant over. Thank you very much, Lee, for watching. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Take care, and bye for now.